Hi, my name is Kathryn Mitchell and I'm a scholarship holder at the Victorian Institute of Sport, and I'm an Australian track and field javelin thrower. I've come to realise as an elite athlete that performance comes from a number of things. I initially started with physical training, and it was basically, I noticed the biggest improvement in my performance from the consistency of the training that I did. I started training every day, and it was just physical sessions at that point. After a few years of being in the sport and learning lots of different things, I've also discovered that performance is a 24-hour business. It's not just physical training. It comes down to knowing about nutrition, knowing about your psychology of performance and concentration when you're on the track performing, and also your recovery. So in terms of your physical training, the recovery is probably the next, if not most important factor in your training and preparation. So I think looking at all of those factors, before I even look at supplementing anything else into my lifestyle as an athlete, I like to get all those things right before I look at anything else. I think probably the most important message I can pass on to up-and-coming athletes, having been there myself, is that patience is a big key factor. So rather than looking for quick fix, sort of shortcut ways to get to your ultimate goal and where you want to get to, it's important to remember that training needs to be consistent over a period of time. So it's not about trying to find shortcuts to get there. It's about doing your training every day, making sure even if you're not at an elite level, making sure your lifestyle is healthy, you're eating good foods, and you're recovering well. They're probably the basic things. It's not just a matter of doing it for a few months and getting where you want to go. It's living it every day. And if you can be consistent in what you do in your preparation, and be patient and know that if you stick to it, you'll eventually get there. I think you'll have the right attitude to go on and not have to look for shortcuts. I think it's also important to note that probably one of the biggest factors in performance and achieving goals is the power of the mind, and a lot of people underestimate what we're capable of when we actually look and dig into our minds, I suppose, in terms of looking at our performance. And an important part of your training may be a consideration to you, rather than look for always ways to improve physically, is to find somebody that can help you with mental preparation in terms of visualization, concentration, handling pressure when you're in competition days. General things like that can make a huge impact on performance on the day. So aside from physical things, which is the thing we tend to look at the most, are the psychological factors involved in elite performance, and even in training, whether you're at the top or you're on your way up, is a factor that's commonly overlooked. So that's a huge benefit that I've found in my preparation and performance to tap into.